It's NYRockstv. At Gibson Nyc. On today's show, Meyer, Marky, Ramone, Mammothor, and Meredith watching New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us? Nobody.
We're rocking over here at Gibson Nyc, and we're here with Meyer, Rossabi, and also Marky, Ramone, and a beautiful Olivia. You gotta have a beautiful lady, right, in the bunch? And guys, you're gonna play some tunes, so tell me a little bit what you're gonna play there, Marky.
Well, this is for the Sandy, the people who were involved with Sandy, who got affected by it all through the coast and everything. And Meyer, Rossabi wrote the song, asked me to play bongos on it. And that's basically it. So it's something I don't usually do, but I was very grateful to be asked to do this.
And it's an honor to have you down here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people got affected by this storm, so you know, it's good.
You're from New York, right?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the
God
house.
bless Brooklyn.
All right, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to come down here. Maya, talk a little bit about the song that you're going to play here. Tell everybody.
The song is called The Road, and it's about the road to recovery for everybody that has been working so hard trying to get their lives back in order. And it's been a tough road, and it's still, we have a long road to go.
Okay.
But everybody's working hard, and God bless everybody doing their part.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in, and that's the important.
The Red Cross, FEMA, all kinds of charities, everything. It's the greatest. New York.
Habitat for Humanity, all the good things.
Now, musicians, that's their part in helping out. They can play, and music is like for healing,
You bring awareness,
Yeah.
that's important too.
Okay. Well, let's hear from Meyer, Rossabi, Marky, Ramone, and beautiful Olivia. You're rocking on New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us? Nobody rocks like New York Rocks. We rock the best.
Damn
Peace.
right. Okay.
And there's nothing to eat. Going back on the road, all the stories will be told. Not what you need for, no one to hold. Going back on the road, going back on the road now. She ain't gonna do. Gotta keep myself together, for the morning's coming soon. It's been such a long time since you were there. I'm all alone now, with no one to care. Going back on the road, the stories will be told. Not what you live for, no one to hold. Going back on the road, going back on the road now. Going back on the road, going back on the road now. All the music
Check it out. We're over here with Marky Ramone.
Hello.
Thanks for coming,
How are you?
man.
Anytime.
I know you've been really busy lately.
Yeah.
You got yourself involved with a lot of projects.
Yes, I did.
But let's start from the beginning. Where you're from? I know you're from the area, right?
Brooklyn, New York. I started playing the drums when I was 12, and then I started hanging around CBGBs, and I played with Richard Hull and the Ramones for 15 years.
Right.
And first song I recorded with Johnny Joe, indeed, was I Want to Be Sedated.
Okay.
And what else? Got my own pasta line, food company, 10% goes to Autism Speaks,
Right.
which I'm very happy for because it helps people.
Right.
And have Andrew WK as my new lead singer, and he's a party animal. I love him. And, you know, that's why he's involved. I like his philosophy. And
He seems like a fun guy.
he's a great guy, fun, great. And from here, I had to go do my radio show on Sirius XM, the Punk Rock Blitzkrieg on Channel 41 Faction.
Okay. Now, I heard you were in a band called Dust.
Dust,
Talk about Dust. Go ahead.
Dust was one of the
Tell me
first.
Dust.
Yeah, Dust was one of the first heavy metal bands in America.
Right.
We were teenagers in high school, and we did 2 albums. Now they're being re-released on Sony Legacy. We remastered it, repackaged it, and it shows that America had some really heavy metal.
Right.
And we're very happy that it's on a legitimate label, Sony Legacy.
Right.
So it's able to get around, you know what I mean?
Now, the band's still together, the original band, or it's dispersed now? Dust.
Dust, that was when I was
Wow.
a kid.
Yeah. Wow.
They're alive, if that's what you mean.
All right.
But
Okay.
you know, it's not going to be a reunion. It's just a re-release of a band that was playing metal.
Okay.
And Kenny Aronson is on bass. He ended up playing with Joan Jett, Billy Idol, Bob Dylan, auditioned for the Stones. Richie Wise, my guitar player, produced the first 2 Kiss albums. And he was 19 years old when he did that.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of talent there, you know.
Well, what made you get into drumming, and who was some of your influences in drumming? Like, you know.
Oh, well, I was, I think, 9, 10 years old. Ringo was on the Ed Sullivan Show with the other Beatles, and I wanted to play the drums. And of course, he was my early influence, but Hal Blaine, Phil Spector's drummer from the Wrecking Crew, Keith Moon, Mitch Mitchell from Jimi Hendrix, Ginger Baker, Clyde Bunker from Jethro Tull, Dave Clark from the Dave Clark 5. There's so many, you know what I mean? So many great, and I like Buddy Rich and Joe Morello from the David Beck group, and Buddy Rich, who's no one's better than him.
Now, you're going to be going on a tour soon with Andrew?
Yep, yeah.
And you're going to be playing the drums?
The whole American tour and European tour, I'll be playing the drums.
Okay.
And he'll be singing and performing.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy. He's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and the band's really good. We're going to do 33 classic Ramone songs.
Okay, now I heard from some people that you're into food. You like food. My mother bought some raviolis with some sauce, but I heard you make a mean sauce. Yeah, talk about the sauce and the food business. You got a business going on?
Yeah, well, it's been 2 years, and I was approached by my manager to do it. My grandfather was one of the head chefs at the Copacabana, a famous nightclub in New York.
Yeah.
And he used to cook for Jackie Gleason. He liked his steaks 1.5 inches thick. And at the 21 Club in New York. So I used to watch him cook, and I developed and made my own pasta sauce because I always, when I got kicked out of my house at 18, I had to cook for myself. So the cheapest thing was pasta. You put it in the refrigerator, it lasts for a week, and you can eat it cold.
Is it sauce or gravy?
To me, it's gravy. But it's pasta sauce. I can't say sauce. Sauce. So it's my own ingredient, and what I'm proud of also is that 10% goes to Autism Speaks.
Wow, that's a good cause.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you got hooked up with Meyer. Talk about a little bit about that and how these guys.
Me and Meyer friends for about 20 years already, and he's a great guitar player, and he asked me to come by and do the song with him.
Right.
And because of the devastation with Sandy, the storm that happened months ago, people are getting together, helping each other, and that's just great to see.
I went down to Miller Field, I'm sorry to interrupt you,
Right.
but down in Staten Island, we got devastated
Right.
pretty much, right?
Jersey, Long Island, Garrison Beach, Rockaway
Right.
Beach,
Jersey
Leach
Shore,
Park,
yeah.
Jersey Shore, and this song was dedicated to them, and I was very happy to bang the Mongols on it.
Draw some strength from
You know what I mean?
what happened, you know,
Yeah.
and the music kind of like it heals you, you know? You hear
Well, yeah, it shows that there's passion,
that, right?
you know, and compassion for other people. To me, that's important.
Helping others in need, man.
Well, that's what this contra's about.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that's
Right.
what we intended to do.
Cool.
You know, so that's it.
All right, so now, your website, you want to find out more about what's going on with you guys?
Yeah, just go to
Tell everybody,
markyramone.com, that's all.
Yeah. I want to thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
coming down. What a great interview.
Anytime.
Anything else you'd like to tell anybody out there?
Yeah.
That I might have missed?
Yeah. Hey ho, let's go.
Hey, oh, let's go. So you rock, man. All right, man. Marky Ramone, let's give a hand for Marky Ramone.
Thank you very much for having me here today, Gibson. And of course, Gibson make the greatest guitars, and I'm going to talk about their new guitars and some of the old ones, and demonstrate a few. And I'm having a great day here. It's the best place to be.
You know what? We're going to take you upstairs and bring you up into the guitar room and let you, you know, do it up there.
It's like the Toys R Us there. That's it.
But I wanted to mention, tell everybody how they can find out more about you and log on. Go ahead, tell them.
I have a webpage, NYRockstv.com. Of course, NYRockstv Twitter. Make it very easy. NYRockstv on Facebook, and that's it.
How about the release date on the new album?
I don't have it. I think probably by the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Probably by July, latest August.
And how many tracks are going to be on the album?
11.
11 tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming again, and you rock, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
All right, cool.
Greatest, thank you.
All right, let's hear from Meyer Rossabi, Rockin on New York Rocks.
Next song is Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. That's for sure. I was sitting home last night. The phone started to ring. My friend was sitting at the bar. My girlfriend was his friend. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. I was driving my car one day. I got stuck on the road. We closed the fire around. My phone's turned to gold. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. You better run now. I was home from work one day, but feeling kinda sick. My boss called me on the telephone. He says you should just quit. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. don't think twice. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You better run now. You better run now. Thank you.
All right, now we're rocking with the band Mammothor, and they're from Boston. Tell everybody your names and a little bit about the band.
Jim Douglas, lead vocals.
I'm Josh Johnson. This is Jeff Barbary, world's best keyboard player.
Yes.
Adam Lentiti on the drums.
Wow, I like that beard. That's cool.
Brian Perry on the bass.
Yeah. Okay, now let's talk a little about the band. How did the band get started?
Adam and Brian all started as an instrumental band, and through online searches, Craigslist, found everybody else.
Now let's talk about the album here. You have a new album that's out.
Right now we have an EP, six-song EP. Next show is going to be at the Hard Rock in Boston.
Oh, really?
Actually, June 7th.
Cool. Okay. And is this the first time you're coming out to New York City?
First time in New York.
Okay.
New York.
Have you played in New York? Is this the first time playing in New York? Look at this.
We're gonna get back in the
This is an
summertime.
exclusive here. Mammothor rocking on New York Rocks. about yourself then. Tell everybody, it's got Josh talking. Here's the lead
no,
singer
just,
right here. Who's writing all the songs, and talk about the songs and how you put the songs together and
I
everything.
mean, this guy's a madman.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid just pumps songs
So
out.
you're the lead, and he's the
He's the
writer.
mastermind under all of it. You know, as far
Josh
as
is
this album
the man.
goes, I mean, I think next album there's going to be a lot more collaboration as far as
Right.
our input and stuff like that. But he kind of already had a game plan set.
He went. I heard you went to school. You went to Berkeley or something. Music school. Say when you go to school. See, kids, you gotta go to school. Yeah. See. Let's discuss the show. All right. So now you got this album out, and the name of the album is the name of the band. First album.
Yeah, and then when we produce our full-length album, it's gonna be called Tyrannicide.
Okay. It's giant. It's
Yeah.
gigantic. It's a mammoth, woolly mammoth. Now, how'd you come up with that name?
I just randomly came through my head, sent out an email to everybody, and the word actually doesn't mean anything. It sounded
all
big,
made up.
it sounded like it.
It's cool.
It
Mammoth. It's big, large. And you got a large sound in there. We're going to hear from you right now. I want to thank you guys for coming out
Thank you for
and
having us.
rocking out with us. Guys, tell everybody out there how they can find out more about your band.
You guys can check us out, like us on Facebook, Mammothor.com. We have videos on YouTube, Mammothor X on YouTube. Check us out. You know, we'll be playing with you guys sooner or later.
And this is the giant band right here from Boston, rocking on New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us? Nobody.
It's Phil from New York Rocks, and we're rocking down here at Gibson NYC. We're here with Meredith O'Connor. How you doing, Meredith?
I'm good. How are you, Phil?
Doing great, doing great. We're rocking down here today, and you brought your guitar. Well, actually, we got the guitar.
It's a Gibson, my new favorite company, so you guys should definitely make sure all musicians should use Gibson because their quality is just amazing.
And it looks beautiful with you holding it, because you're a beautiful young lady.
Oh.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you're from, and how'd you get started with music and playing guitar. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm from Long Island, and ever since I was a kid, my connection to the music world was a theater company called Turtle Shell Productions. And since I was 8, I've been doing theater. I've been on stage doing Little Shop of Horrors, Aladdin, all these different shows. And I learned to love music through there, and I learned to, be on stage a lot. And then I was scouted to be a model. And although modeling wasn't my intention, it ended up leading to music because I met my manager and my producer and my publicist all through modeling, which has been great. And now I'm here because I have, my first song did well on YouTube, and then I've been working on a platform, and it's an anti-bullying platform. So I'm here to basically talk to you about, my future projects and how I, what I do to stop bullying. Okay.
Now something happened to you. You were bullied, and then you thought of the song, you came up with the song. Tell the story about what happened and a little bit about the bullying that happened, how it led up to the song. Go ahead.
Well, the bullying that happened was pretty much started when I was a kid, and I didn't really have time to participate in sports and other things, and I was always different because I was, the artsy kid, and for whatever reason they bullied me, and I don't think that's right for anybody. So it led up to basically when I was casted for a movie called Redhead Brandy, they said, we want you to write a song, and the song was going to be featured in the movie, and it's called The Game. I'm also, shout out to my sponsor, Build a Better Planet, and shout out to Redhead Brandy. And you guys should definitely check out that movie. It's a horror film about an angry spirit that comes back to life. So it's
you
just
play a part in that movie. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. Just think Jennifer's Body. It's kind of like the Megan Fox of that. It's just, it's really, it's gonna be a really cool thing. It's coming out in 2013 for Halloween. So you guys should check it out, and you'll hear my song in it.
Okay. Now
Also, one more thing I forgot. I have this for you.
Oh, there you go. Oh, who's this beautiful lady? Oh, there she is, right there.
For you. I just want to thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Has the song "The Game" on it, and you guys can check it out.
Now you also have 2 other tracks on here, right? There's 4 together. Yeah.
There's "The Game," "Celebrity," which you guys may have heard of, and then there's 14 Miles and "Face That's Perfect," which is currently in the works for. We're going to get a campaign and music video going for those songs. But really, I'm focusing on my next album and different artists that I'm going to collaborate with.
Okay. Now, bring up the website and how people can find out more about your music and get in touch with you. Tell everybody out there. Go ahead.
Well, you guys can follow me on Twitter. It's Meredith Ter, my name Meredith, and then TER at the end. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is the same exact thing, Meredith TER. And I'd love to get in touch with you. My management company is I Am Talent Agency. At gmail.com. Well, that's my agency, and you guys can hit them up, or cgtalent.galvin@gmail.com.
You heard it right here, but be nice. Come on, guys, man. Be nice. You got to treat a lady like a lady, right?
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, you get a fresh one. You get a fresh one.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Because you're into kickboxing now too, probably. Right?
No, well, I guess
protect yourself, right?
Also shout out to Ariane Sevilla who's missing her phone, and I'm trying to help her find it. She's been a really good friend. She's always been whenever even before all this happened, when people were kind of like, oh, Meredith doesn't fit in, she accepted me for who I was, and I think that it's really great that I had that growing
moral
up.
Support.
So and now no matter who's nice to me, it's like I always know Ari's true, and she's she's my best friend because of it.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. And now the song that you're gonna play here now first. Talk a little about the song, and then you're gonna rock it out. Yeah.
Well, if you're watching this show now. You'll hear the song first, I guess, here, unless you've heard of it on YouTube and MTV. It's called Celebrity, and it is basically it's the first thing I ever wrote before before it went viral. I wrote about how I'm going to get revenge by finding success and achieving my dream.
That's what you got to do.
And that's what the song's about. And so that's that was my message in the first song, and then the second song I'll talk a little bit about it. But after you hear me play it, just acoustic, you should check it out on YouTube if you haven't already, and you'll like it, I hope. So yeah.
I want to know, tell everybody, what advice would you give to anybody out there who's bullying, and how should they counteract that? What would you say to them to do?
Well, I think going for your dreams and finding happiness is better than any revenge or any, it don't have just, all you have to do is make sure you just don't become the bully that,
Right.
that you've been taunted by.
You
Just
should keep the focus on yourself and move forward.
Exactly. And I also, another life lessons, so you want to find, it's not quantity when it comes to friends, it's quality.
That's right.
Because there will be a time when many people will want to be your friend, but it's not about that. You have to just have someone who you can trust the whole way. So.
Wow. You're very wise and young and beautiful and talented. And we're going to hear from you right now. Thank you very much for coming on the show. You rock. And we'll hear from Meredith Rockin on New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us? Come on, who?
NYRockstv.
Nobody rocks like us. We rock the best. Let's check it out, Meredith
It's been 3 weeks. You're forever gonna see my heart on my sleeve. You made a mistake. You took our love and then you put it in its place. I'm not looking for it anymore. I wanna get back to before it. Why'd you do it? I wanna be a celebrity if it'll make you sad. I'll write a song about you and me just to make you mad. If you'll say, girl, I'm sorry, cut me slack, I'll say, no way in hell I'd take you back. No, it's really just a matter of time, because I know you're gonna come back and change your mind. So tough luck if you realize what you've done. You will fake me sick and I'm done, and I know you're gonna hear this and cry, and maybe you'll know the reason why. I wanna be a celebrity if it'll make you sad. I'll write a song about you and me just to make you mad. You'll say, girl, I'm sorry, cut me slack. I'll say, no way in hell I'd take you back. Once I'm determined, I've got tons of intuition. Your mama says I'm stubborn, she's not used to strong ambition. Forgiving you might take as long as a year or a million days, but at least I can stand up, look you in the eyes and say, I wanna be a celebrity if it'll make you sad. When you turn on the TV, you see the girl you could have had. If you'll say, oh girl, I'm sorry, cut me slack, I'll say, no way in hell I'd take you back. No, you'll say, girl, I'm sorry, cut me slack, well, I'll say, no way in hell I'd take you back. It's really a foolproof remedy. Just wait till I become a celebrity. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy this next song. She'll say, but you can die quickly, and she lets you. If you love her, she lets you go instead of her. Oh, you're like a bird who flies and lights up the sky, but you've lost your color. You're like a prisoner who can't escape a heartless lover. I'll bet she never walked 14 miles just to make you feel okay.
realize what she plans to do. She's gonna leave you. And I know you try to break free. And I know you in so many ways she'll never see. And even if you ever feel the way I do, it's okay, 'cause I didn't believe in love till I saw you. Remember the girl who walked 14 miles in the pouring rain? 'Cause you were in pain, you know deep inside she doesn't care, and you can't hold on to what was never there. I hope it's not too late, or won't you realize what she plans to do? She's gonna leave you. She's gonna leave you. Thank you. The next song is called The Game, and if you want to check out the movie Redhead Brandy, you'll be sure to hear it. Did they choose you? Why can't you be strong? Why did they doubt you when you were
Thank you again for coming down and coming out of your way and coming down here to Gibson NYC and rocking out with us. I want to thank everybody who came down, the crew, the New York Film Academy, for coming out and helping out and being part of the production. I want to thank my friend John for giving me a hand. I want to thank Mel B on the photography. And also, I want to thank my other guests that were here tonight. We had Meyer, Rossabi with Marky, Ramone, and Olivia backup vocals. And we also had the band Mammothor rocking out. I also want to thank my sponsor, Empire Bedding. Anthony, we got a friend in the furniture business, Empire Bedding. You're number one. Thank you very much. Thank you all for watching New York Rocks. Until next time, you're watching New York Rocks, baby. Who rocks better than us? Nobody.
Hey, New York Rock fans, this is Anthony at Empire Bedding down on Port Richmond Avenue. I've been servicing Staten Island for 22 years. Come on down, you got a friend in the furniture business. Mattresses, furniture, carpeting. We also sell living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, dinettes, sofas, sofa beds, futons, all types of beds. Whatever it is you need for your home, come down. Empire Bedding, 225 Port Richmond Avenue, 718-727-7311. Mention this commercial and get free delivery and setup. Empire Bedding, the name you know, servicing Staten Island.
New York Rocks, and we're rocking down here at Gibson NYC. We're here in the guitar room, and we have no other than Meyer Rossabi here. But we also have a nice photograph of Les Paul behind us, isn't it?
Yes, he's unbelievable.
He's like the Godfather, right?
This is great.
Yeah.
Can't get better than this. Just want to say thanks, Phil, for the show New York Rocks today at Gibson Guitars, and this is like the greatest room in the world to be in. And I just want to talk about this guitar here. It's a 64 original Firebird 5. I had it for a long time. It's 100% stock. And it has a lot of good tones, and a lot of major players have played them and still play them. And the new ones are great, the old ones are great. It's just a great design.
Okay. Now, recently I went by your house, and you have a gigantic Les Paul collection. And I couldn't obviously bring them all here.
Yeah.
We would probably needed a small truck, Okay. But you brought two of them here. You brought this one, and which other one did you bring with you here today?
It's a 59 Les Paul. And that I'll demonstrate that in a minute.
Okay.
And I'll demonstrate this one because it's a pretty interesting guitar, and you got a lot of different tones. You got your treble here, which gets like almost your you get your country sound. Finger.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah, it's a like. And then you
what
get
year is that again? Tell everybody.
64. And then you get the other, the rhythm.
Firebird.
You get a lot of
They'll make the Firebird too. Yeah. You can buy the Firebird from Gibson.
Yeah, that's right. And you could play all kinds of stuff on it. I mean, you could play jazz if you want. It just, And if you want to just rock it out too, you just kind of change it.
You're very good, Maya. Very good player.
Thank you.
Spent a lot of years probably with a guitar in your hand, huh?
There's always something. Never an end. They have a sign over there. It says 5 minutes equals 3 hours. So that's so true. Cool. But I mean, and if you want to get like a bluesy, so it's just pretty much the way you're picking. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to get that mellow, sound. You know what I'm saying? You got the
funky.
And you can get really down and dirty if it. So you get all kinds of sounds if you want, whenever you want. You can even go. You can get all kinds. You can do anything with it. It's
cool. All right, so You brought another one though, right?
Yeah,
why
we'll get
don't we go grab the other one and bring that one over here? This is so great. We're over here at Gibson NYC, and this guitar room has so many guitars. As you can see, we're panning over. You can see some of the beautiful guitars we have here at Gibson NYC. I mean, they're so beautiful, and they're so used by so many great artists out there that who doesn't play a Gibson, you know? Everybody who's somebody used the Gibson guitar and still uses it today. So Meyer's going to grab one of the other guitars. This is a beautiful guitar. I love this. Is like my favorite guitar.
Well, the Les Paul was introduced in 1952 as a gold top.
Right.
And then up to about 57, late 57, early 58, early 58, they stayed till the gold top, and then they went to the Sunburst with the flame maple top. And they stayed with that till about 1960. And then in 61, they had the SG Les Paul for about three. Right, exactly. SG knows. And then right after that, they kind of put a hold on them until 68, and then they reissued the Les Paul as a gold top. And then from there on, then they just had all different versions. The Les Paul Classic in the 90s, the 40th anniversary, 1999, the 50th anniversary, the Les Paul Jr., the Special, the Custom. I mean, there's so many. The Robot guitar. There's just so many.
Les Paul had a gigantic collection of
tremendous, and he had the Les Paul Studio that he had, which had different inputs of that were in there that he used, and he was very, very.
I heard he had 1,700 guitars.
Oh yeah,
His collection.
Yeah, tremendous. And each one has a different sound, and it's a different, you know, like now you'll see here this guitar.
Okay.
It's
We'll do it, demos.
you know, it's a different, you know, it's a little out of tune. Should have a tuner, but yeah. So here we get a little. So you get that, and then you get the.
That's more bluesy, right? It's Clapton.
So you get that little, you know, you get that extra.
Now, if you want to go a little harder, let's say like a little Ace Frehley or something. A lot of metal guitarists like Slash, he uses that, right?
Sure, Slash. He gets, you know, he gets that super tone, you know, that. That you know, that muffly kind of like snarling, like you know, you've just like getting nasty with somebody. It's that nasty.
You're a blues man, right?
Well, I like blues. I like jazz. You know, jazz is also, I love that. You know, it's always, you know, it's a lot of. That's also, they go together in a way, because you could be playing like a jazz thing, you know.
There you go.
So you can go all different ways, you know, with that jazz, blues.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on, you know, but we're going to check out some of the footage of your inside your house. You have the guitars at your house, and let's see some of those guitars and talk about some of those guitars. Go ahead. Talk about some of those guitars that you have at your house.
So we have the, of course, we have the 64 Firebird 5. Then we also have a 65 Firebird 3. Then we have the SG, the 1965 SG Standard in cherry, the 1968 SG. The difference between those two is one, the 68 has the big guard, and the 65 has the small guard, and the pickups are mounted into the body. You seem to get a little more sustain from that. Then you have an ES345 stereo Gibson. That's the hollow body like they have over here. Then also you have another a Studio 1986, a little newer, but they came up with the Studio with no F-holes to try to avoid some of the feedback on the loud amps. Okay. Then next to that you have the Les Paul Special, the 656 Special, TV yellow with a factory Bigsby, and that's good for like jazz and big band sound. Yeah. And then next to that you have the Les Paul. You have this Les Paul, the 59, and pretty much I think that's it from my memory. You know.
Well, we're showing those guitars right now because we're at Gibson, and I want to thank you very much for coming down to Gibson, and everybody out there watching. You could check us out at NYRockstv.com. That's NYRockstv.com. You want to check out Meyer? Tell everybody how they can find out more about you.
Yes, you can check out my webpage at NYRockstv.com. Facebook Meyer Rossabi, and Twitter Meyer Rossabi. Okay. So it's MEYERROSSABI. And come, friend me on Twitter and on Facebook, and that's it. And right. Okay, and
let's rock it out and do a little thing for Les. There we go. On Rock It on New York Rocks. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.